So I got my engine harness on. My attempt to make my own tucked engine harness. These tend to stick a bit high. I may rotate these. Maybe that way the injectors could sit more flush. But I'm just gonna leave it like that for now. So every sensor is installed. So from this angle, you really don't see much wires at all. Everything's pretty much hidden under here, but there's still not that much mess to see anyways. This part here, I wish I would have done a bit differently. Maybe shorten some and all that, but he's got that large glob. What I should have done is just put it all under one large loom and then divided it around this area down here somewhere. But for something I spent 3 days on, it's not too bad. But the harness is on now, and we'll go to the back. So that's zip tied through there. Everything's loomed. Crank position sensor plugged up. Cam triggers plugged up. Everything's inside there. So yeah, it's pretty much my attempt. I guess if I do it a second time around, I have a lot more to learn, but almost looks like there's no wires in it, kinda, but this is the finished product. Now I just gotta mount up the radiator. And we'll see what happens from there. Time to get this baby installed. Got all the gaskets here, all OEM of course. I may get some new hardware just because everything's so new and nice. I do want everything to match, but for now let's just get this valve cover on and see how it looks after. All the bolts off, whatever. Move the engine harness out the way. I'm just gonna rip this off and then put the new one on. You guys all changed valve covers before, so I'm just gonna go ahead and time lapse all this and enjoy. And the time lapse in 3, 2, and 1. So here it is, valve cover's off. Now I just gotta throw this baby back on. I was told to clean this up. I think I read on the forums or something to add just a little bit of Honda Bond or silicone here, just in the corners. So I gotta get this cleaned up before I throw it on. Right now the spark plug O-rings are being a little handful. They're very tight squeeze, so I gotta finish putting that on. So you see from like the time-lapse video, this is actually the handle off my Harbor Freight grinder. And I know I think at least 90% of you guys out there have a Harbor Freight grinder that don't even use the side handle. Well, it turns out this is actually the perfect circumference to actually tap in these O-rings here. I don't know if it was because mine was powder coated, that's always difficult to get in. But just using this and an extension, that thing worked wonders. Now to prep the surface on there, on the engine, and then add a little Honda Bond, which I read that's recommended here in this little corner areas. I don't know, but I'm just gonna do it anyway, so if I don't need it, oh well, at least I know it's on there. so much better. The red actually helps bring out the mounts and maybe a little bit of the injectors, even though it's like a different hue, different colored red. Maybe it brings it out just a bit, but I got tired of just looking at a plain valve cover bay or whatever it is. Little way to spice things up, so to speak. But next I'm just gonna put these on, maybe get some fancy hardware later to help compensate how nice the valve cover is. But yeah, just gonna throw these babies on. So here's the finished product. Everything's connected, wired up. I know this doesn't add horsepower, but it does, definitely looks like it does. So yeah, now I need to do something about that oil cap. That thing's ugly. Guess I gotta buy oil cap now. Well, and the dipstick, I'll put that in later. I'll probably get a different one as well, maybe a hybrid or K-tune, but we'll see. But shout out to Charlie Moa. I'm gonna put his little Facebook page right there. You'll see it right about now. That's his little Facebook profile page. Just look at his page and you'll see like all the type of custom work that he does to the valve covers. So this one of course is powder coated, because if I were to spray it and all that stuff, the wrinkle paint actually chips off easier and it gets discolored, where this one you can actually feel the texture, and this is powder coated really nicely. But I wasn't gonna go out of my way and just overspend on an actual red DC5R one that's used, so might as well have him do it and put it all together for me. Purchased it I think last week around Thursday or Friday, and it arrived today on Valentine's, and I didn't feel like waiting, so I threw everything on, all new gaskets, etc, etc, and this is the finished product. So next is going to be radiator, the hoses, waiting for all that to come in as well. But this is exactly how it sits. I'll give you all different angles of this. Sorry for the lighting, I just couldn't wait to put it on. So yeah, give you a closer view. Everything's all nice and shiny. I'll even zoom in for you guys. It's beautiful, definitely worth the money. 168 bucks shipped. But that pretty much concludes today's vid, so enjoy.